After talking with dozens of experts, we now certainly know the biggest HVAC scam that 75% of homeowners continue to fall for. The scam starts when you call the HVAC contractors to do regular maintenance, and they say that you have cracked the heat exchanger. What they'll do is turn off your gas valve so the heating stops working, and this is often during the coldest days of the winter. Then they use shady sales tactics and give you two choices. The first one is for them to repair it immediately and quote-unquote ensure you stay warm. And the second one is that they will leave you and you will end up freezing in your home. Let's first start off with how the heat exchanger works, so you don't take any fluff from HVAC guys when they come to your house with a bunch of lies. You have a heating source. Depending on your surface, it can be gas or propane, and they start the flame, which goes through the heat exchanger. Heat exchanger consists of those big tubes, and carbon monoxide goes outside of your home, so you don't breathe it and the warm air remains in your house. Now, what can happen after a decade of using a furnace? You can develop cracks in the heat exchanger. The crack will cause the carbon monoxide to leak inside of your home, and you should take this seriously as this is poisonous gas. That's why you should always have a carbon monoxide detector inside of your home. I'll leave a link in the description of the most reliable one that I personally use. When you have this detector inside of your house, you don't have to buy what your technician says, because you know that you don't have any carbon monoxide leaking in your rooms. Now, the most important question, how can you prevent this scam from happening to you? Well, there are a couple of ways to check if a heat exchanger actually has a crack inside of it. Number one, the first one is to visually inspect the valve for cracks. Sometimes you won't be able to do this depending on your installation and model, but I'd still recommend looking for the cracks by yourself. Number two, the second thing you can ask is them to show you the picture of the crack. It's funny that a lot of times they'll just try to show you a Google image. One thing you have to be cautious about is that they use real scarcity to try to sell you a new furnace because they get a commission out of it. They'll even be very aggressive and claim that it's extremely dangerous to continue using your current furnace. Just thank them for coming and say that you'll get a second opinion, and I highly recommend checking certified and reliable HVAC technicians in your area. The link will be in the description, and you won't have to deal with these shady contractors. You can turn on your gas valve again, and make sure you have carbon monoxide detectors installed to let you know if there's actually gas leaking out. This can save you thousands of dollars on an issue that doesn't even exist. Now, if 4 different technicians say that you have a crack in the heat exchanger, it's most likely true, and you should listen to them. We also have a free cheat sheet with 28 tricks that can help you save on your electricity, heating, or cooling bill each month. Click the link in the description to download.